What is up, YouTubers, gamers, and fellow hobbyists? Welcome to On the Bench with Pete, the hobby along, paint along series where you put me on in the background. I do a lot of hobby, you do a lot of hobby. Together we get stuff done. I just talk, ramble, rant, whatever the case may be, about my week, my day, whatever else comes to mind, really. It's been a long while since I've done one of these, so with that said, usually I'm painting. I'll be mostly priming and getting things out of little boxes today, ready to prime, etc. Because I don't want to carry on with my tutorial just yet. Got some tea, which I trust you've got yourselves a drink ready, and let's just get to the bench, shall we? Okay, I'm not even zooming in at the moment. I'm just looking at. I'm going to be getting some stuff out of the box, some big stuff, and this as well. This is going to be for role playing, and there's also going to be some terrain. I want to be priming up for Marvel Crisis Protocol, because there's going to be hopefully some tutorials coming that way soon as well. So I'm not very well prepared. So it looks like I'm going to have to be getting up from the bench, etc., to do various things. So anyway, I'm going to start by taking some of this out. Let's zoom in a little bit, shall we? If we can. So if we got here, Deidre Dark Willow, some sort of thief/assassin-y type character, I would suggest. So yeah, so I'm just going to start getting rid of some packaging in my studio here. That way I can get more room for things. Okay, I don't know whether to. Yeah, I'm gonna no. I'll take things out one at a time, I think, and work on them, because there's a little bit of prep needs doing on this one, from what I can see. Got some army painter cutters here, because my main ones are downstairs, actually, in the kitchen, where I was using sort of downtime at weekends to work in the kitchen, so I could stay with Dylan, keep an eye on him, be downstairs, with the fam, rather than just shut myself away up here and do it. But I also realised that videos have been, videos such as this, which is like my main stream video, seriously lacking for a while. It's difficult. I said back along, regular videos are going to be difficult, and boy, was I right. Now, tomorrow I might have to get some of the stuff from downstairs, bring it back up, because it's needed, I don't even know if my super glue is working at the moment up here. I'll soon find out, I guess, when I go to pop this on a base. This looks like a sort of cut Percy type assassin/thief. Yeah, this little dagger in her hand here. There's a lot of guff from the mould release powder and so on. It's one thing I don't get on my new mic anyway. You can't hear the coughs because it's not loud enough. It doesn't pick that up. Okay. Oh, no. Just what I was hoping to avoid. Leaning down. Right. Back to it. So, as you can see, taking a little turn in what I'm doing. All the Space Crusade stuff is packed away at the moment because I'm a little overwhelmed by that right now. So, moved on to this. And that's fine. Actually, I think I might know where I've got some brushes. Do you bear with me? When I say brushes, I mean well, I was hoping I meant the hard kind. Perhaps I don't. That's okay. That's okay. I'm sure I had some more around here, though. I was certain I did. Bear with me. They're up there. Not there. So my goal, I'll tell you my goal, shall I? I'll do that one. I'm going to go and get my brush, actually. That's what I'm going to do. My goal is to prepare some miniatures ready for priming, or even have some that are primed and start painting them. Who'd have thought? Now, I am downstairs. Getting a brush. Get in that. Yeah, I think we're good. I've got everything else I need. Yeah, I just need a wire brush. Right. Sorry, Dylan. I know you can't see him. I actually went downstairs. Middle of the night here. Right, going back upstairs. Coming back in. There, that wasn't too bad, was it? Yep, door shut. Right. I'm back. Back with the pack. Yeah. I thought I had tons of these wire brushes. Turns out, well, if I have, I don't know where they are. So I'm just cleaning off. This is one thing I never did when I was a kid. These metal miniatures. Clean them up. Didn't know about all that stuff then. Didn't really think about it. Didn't give it a thought. So I just painted them as they were. But I had no instructions or guidance on what I should do. And it seems, looking back on it, that I wasn't the only one anyway that had that sort of mindset. Because many of the figures I sort of gave up to be painted by a third party, like a commission for myself that had commissioned, they didn't do anything about the detritus either. So, so you know, It's all a learning curve. So yeah, didn't even have any books then, let alone the internet to sort of say, look, this is how you do it. Yeah, not so much. Okay. What I am going to do is find a suitable base for her. I could use a 2p piece, like some of those. A couple of them. I think she'd suit that quite well. Alright, so this is the point where I look at my super glue situation and say, oh yeah, either yay or nay. Looking like a nay. Come on. You know you want it. Do you ever do that? Talk to your glue? You're like, come on, need your help. Nah, stop. Okay, that's disappointing. Not the end of the world. I don't know if I've got any more super glue. This is a real lesson in how not to go about it, folks. But I mean, yeah, the subject matter is a she. And a thieves' guild, as they used to be called in the old days. Don't know if they're called assassins' guilds or they have both now. I don't know. Was a thing back in the day. I do have another super glue, so we'll see. Loctite. I guess I need to buy myself a Gorilla Glue or something of that nature at some point. Right, you need to penetrate this. Okay, see if we can. There we go. I hate the smell of super glue. Leave that there. To begin drying. Pop the lid back on this because I've got another assassin type. Yeah, more of an assassin, I think. This one's male. It's a multi-parter, so Drago Voss Assassin. He's actually called an assassin. So, knowing that I'm going to have assassins, the key thing is the more I've got. I'm even thinking of having an assassin as one of the actual characters in it, as in main character. I thought about it. I thought about Ranger. I do need good survivability skills. I'm very old school when it comes to D&D, so that's what I'm going to be hopefully playing, at least to begin with. Okay, looking this model over, it's quite a shiny model. Computer, that's kind of what you want. That said, I'm still going to, because when they have the mold release, it's like a sort of powder, like a powdery type residue. You want it shiny before priming, really. Otherwise, you're just priming the powder or the release mold, the mold release agent, whatever you call it. I don't know. Oh, right, so a little update for you. I'm just going to move this over here. I used to watch a series years ago called Spartacus. I don't know if you recall, if you've been with me a long time. I talk about what I'm watching sometimes. If I think of a series that's good or bad, or, what I've tried. Anyway, as you may recall, I absolutely loved the series Spartacus and Gods of the Arena. They were amazing, weren't they? Well, I thought they were. The cinematography was second to none. So recently, I started watching House of Ashur, which is like a what-if spin-off. What if the character Ashur survived, which he doesn't in the original series. This is like an underworld what if, like the gods of the underworld bring him back to life and say, well, what if you'd survived? What would you have made of your life? And it's really cool. I love the concept because it opens up so many possibilities for your character. It really does. Yeah, what if he survived? What if he survived? I actually like the character. I thought he was a snake in the original series. But in this, I actually like and admire him. If you enjoyed the originals, you'd love this as a series. Sounds a bit kooky, a what if scenario, but trust me, once you get into it, it's like you never left the old series. Yes, I watched a lot of series lately. Finished watching Monroe. There was only ever 2 seasons made of that, which is a great shame because that was a fantastically written series. That was really, really well done. I have to say, well done to the writers on that one. Very good. Shame it didn't get more higher ratings. I don't know why. It was really, really well done. I think it's more like after the fact people realise that I was actually quite good. But they didn't realise it at the time. But, yeah, shame. Shame they never did any more. Just dry fitting this for a minute here. Right. Okay, let's see if we can get going on this. Right. So House of Ashur. I think it's 4 episodes in that I am. Really enjoying it thus far. I've binge watched the whole thing in one sitting. They're waiting to see what the rating's like on this before they announce any further seasons. They say they've already written season 2. It's ready to go if ratings show promise, which I'm hoping they will, because My God, it's just brilliant. You know, I can't wait out. Well, if that comes out on like Blu-ray or 4K, whatever, I'll be there like a shot. I will purchase that, no question. Oh, come on. This is tricky. This is tricky. I may have to resort to one of my super duper holder things. In the meantime, I'm going to drink some tea. This is sleepy tea, so if I go silent on you and slump to the ground, you know why. I call it sleepy tea. It's a calming tea, used to aid in a good night's sleep. My wife uses it, so one of her concoctions. So, what should we talk about, guys? Like I say, I haven't done one of these in a long time, and I didn't want to keep on doing Space Marines. I really do need to press on with other stuff. I have other things I need to get going on, especially if I'm going to ever get my role-playing stuff off the ground. And I've been making moves in headway in that sort of direction. I've actually purchased the latest D&D starter box. I know I wasn't going to, but curiosity got the better of me, plus the cool-looking maps. That was what really did it for me. That was what swung it for me. It was the maps. Right, tea was a bit cold, but we'll let that go. If this assassin, if we can get him stuck down on a base, that'd be marvelous. So marvellous. That's the thing with these metal ones. Even the resin stuff, it's super glue, isn't it? So I'm going to have to get some super glue in, I think. I mean, I love the Gorilla Glue gel, but that said, it can gunk up and clog up quite quickly. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, look, I think it's taken your hair, boy. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. You end up wasting half the bottle that way. This is quite jellified, what we've got going on here. Right. Oh, he's stuck to his twopence. Nope, he's not stuck yet. But he will be. He will be. Stick down. And once he's done, I'll break out some primer. Oh yes. But yeah, House of Ashur, really good. Like I said, I haven't watched it all yet, but 4 episodes in, and I'm loving it. Like I said, I could have stayed up all night watching it all, but yeah, you can't do that with real life and commitments and stuff. Yeah, so we'll be looking to get some primer down on these barrels here. It's just like normal barrels, but on one I sort of left the lid a little bit off and I rested one up against the other. I just wanted something a little different, really. Yeah. I wonder if he's stuck to his twopence piece yet. Yes. Right, so I can move him over to one side. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Right, that's that. so much stuff on the go here. It's untrue. Right, pack away as you go, Heat. That's the way you should be doing it. Right. Better get some primer. So, I mean, for the most part, I primed all the Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff by rattle can. Most of the terrain, but some of it, like these barrels, I'm going to do by hand, just because. Okay, so I'm just going to take the lid off. And start priming by hand. I mean, this is just terrain, but that said, terrain plays a very important part in Marvel Crisis Protocol. Now, I haven't gone through the rules yet because I'm, not ready to start playing the game yet. So it would be little point in me learning the rules now to forget them when the time comes. So I'm not doing that. Spraying primer so much more even. Still, it's only a primer. It's only a primer. I keep telling myself that. Once this is dry, be able to do the underside. Yeah, so what do I like about House of Ashur? Well, it's because I loved in the old series, Batiatus was my favourite character, for those of you that know it. Apologies for those of you that don't. Batiatus was my favourite character. He was the Dominus of the Ludus. And people always looked down upon him in Roman society. And, that's wrong. I felt it was wrong. He was always trying to better himself, and there's nothing wrong with that. Even though he was like a Roman, he was treated almost like a second-class citizen by his peers. His father was too, weak to sort of stand up to that sort of thing and just accepted his position in society. And now Ashur, of course, who was once a gladiator himself, but not a very good one. He was like considered the lowest of the Brotherhood, but he's still formidable compared to the likes of the pitiable stock, as they call him, that he has now. But he was given Batiatus's house. My word! Just realised how dirty this brush has gotten. It's because I didn't squeeze it out. I just that's what I'm gonna have to do, I think. I definitely need to get some more primer. Something I'm going to have to look into over this weekend. So something that happened today was my uncle died, and it was his funeral today. And I got, obviously, I'm not going to talk about the funeral, but I had today off, and I've got Monday, Tuesday off, like, compassionately from work, so that's going to be nice. So that's going to enable me to get some stuff done for my channel here. Let's concentrate on that. I've got to be honest, I mean, my uncle was old. The whole funeral thing, it just brought back memories of my mum. You know, he passed away last year. Not good memories. You know, bringing it up like that. I mean, it's not like I've forgotten it, but when it happens, it's like in your face, isn't it? Like, right. Yeah, not a good memory to be remembering. So yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, my family, when it comes to like aunties, uncles, that kind of thing. When I was a kid, I mean, it used to be a huge family, like massive. No, everybody's getting old and dying, and you know, it's just a way of it, isn't it? It's just a way of it. Yeah, I don't know. I was talking to my wife last night about what do you hate more, weddings or funerals? I mean, I really do not like weddings. I suppose they are more preferable to funerals, though, for obvious reasons. Yeah, I don't like either. I'm not good at small talk. Some people seem to excel at it. Well, they used to. Being able to, the ability to be able to talk for hours on end about literally nothing. I can't do that. I just can't. It's not. It's not in my wiring. It's not in my DNA. I'm not able to do that. Sorry. But it's a requirement. It's like a prerequisite of a funeral or a wedding. Like the after thing, wake, whatever you party, whatever you want to call it, or reception if it's a wedding, you know, whatever. Dinner, formal dinner. Who you sat next to? Who you've got to talk to, make polite conversation with a complete stranger. Usually, I find. Yeah. Just one of them things. I'm not good at the social stuff. Some people, like I say, some people are really, really good at it. I am not one of those people. Yeah. I don't make no excuse for that. Or apologies, you know. Okay. Now, that's the barrels done. So let's go back to, this lady here. And in fact, what we'll do is put her on a base. Right. Okay. Got some blue tack around here somewhere. It should be dry enough now to prime. So I guess I'm priming this old school. I used to prime all my miniatures in black in the old days, you know. Okay, yeah, zoom in a bit. I've still got my blinds open, you know, even though it's like pitch black outside. Right. I also didn't know whether I was going to be playing a male or a female in my RPG game. think I want to play a male. But there's going to be plenty of NPCs in it, so... And I'm hoping to run 2 characters side by side. Because I honestly, I don't think... Because my plan is to start at level 1. That might be foolish, but... yeah, that's my plan. I don't think I'll have much survivability at level 1. On a character on his own. Playing solo. It could go really badly. Really, I could do with some sort of healing. But, yeah. I've had these stickers for years, literally years. All these ones I'm doing, like taking out the packets now, I've had them for years. Only now am I deciding to do anything with them. But it's because I feel like it, Weird, isn't it? Right. I believe that's her. Primed. Sure looks like it. Right, put her to one side. This assassin dude. I think I might... No, I think there's actually enough time to do him. Right, gonna also be primed in black. That's what I was going to say. Right, so going back to House of Ashur. Sorry if I jump around subjects. It could be the ADHD thing. And the fact that he was a slave, right, who rebelled, and in this version of reality, he survived. He saved a Roman called Marcus Crassus from Spartacus by killing him in the back with a spear. But he was a former slave. He's been made a free man, but of course he's looked down upon by Romans. And it highlights the harsh nature, the human, the nature of humanity, really, about how as societies, we look down on certain classes and races, and some people don't, but you can't get on into society unless you adhere to this ideology or that ideology, or you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. The Romans are just so conniving. They're a right bunch of conniving bastards, really. Yes, I said the B word. But it's good. It makes for good viewing, though. To watch him, try and better himself anyway, regardless of the odds stacked against him. I find it enjoyable. Batiatus did the same thing in the original, like Spartacus Blood and Sand and Gods of the Arena, and that. He did the same thing. It's at the end of the day, it all came down to who's who can outsmart or outscheme the other, really. Who's the sneakier? Right, that's that assassin done. Place him to one side. Oh, shut the lid of the primer. I'll have to get some more of that. wash my brush off. And open another miniature. Shall we do that thing? Let's open a big one. Look, got a fire giant going on here. What's the deal? Fire giant. No. Wow, he's got a clear base. He's been given a clear base. He's wired in, so let's cut that. There we go. These always state that they're pre-primed and so on, but I've found that they're really not that great. So this, right, so his sword. I don't know why his sword's like see-through. He's a frost giant, so what? Why does he have to have a see-through sword? That doesn't make sense. Well, let's put some glue. Yeah, get some super glue sometime. I wonder if they sell it at my local corner shop. That'd be cool. Right, now I'm just going to look around the model. It's a fairly wacky sized model, big model. Obvious mold lines. Yeah, you got a couple here. So it's been primed, but it's not been prepped, really. Yeah. Big model. And the thing is, when you prime them like this, the light grey, it really shows up mold lines. You know, I'm not going to bother too much about mold lines on this one. I'm not going to worry about them. You know. No, I'm not. But am I going to glue him to that base? I think I am. Do I leave him like that? I think he might be better off on the base he's on. Yeah, I'm not sure these fin bases are... I don't know. Don't know. For now, I'm going to leave it off. That was the fire giant. What have we got here? Frost giant skeleton. Let's get him out of the box. Look at that. Frost giant skeleton. pretty phenomenal. Another ridiculous clear base. And another, got another tether. Hang on. Sorry, that noise you can hear is my bin, which is now overflowing. So, frost giant skeleton on it. Sword, his axe, a bit bent. I mean, are these really worth? I'm beginning to wonder, are they actually worth correcting too much with? I mean, there's some annoying. I'll take that base off as well, I think, because I don't think it's worth. There's a few annoying mould lines on this one. Which I wouldn't want on show. So we'll just get rid of those. What time are we at? 47 minutes. Wow. How time flies. That's why it takes so long to get anything done, you know. But this is the most I've done, hobby-wise, in a long time. And it feels good. And I intend to do a little bit more over the coming days. Yeah. Alright, Mister. I'll just paint him as he is, I think. Bent axe and all, you know, whatever. Yeah, we'll make that axe stone, I think. A stone axe, that would be much more preferable, I think, to a metal one. Yeah, so that's him. And last of all, we're going to do a carrion crawler. Look at that, carrion crawler. Do you know, here's a fun fact for you. Carrion crawler was my first ever monster I came across in D&D that I had to fight. And there goes on the base. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, these are all thin bases, aren't they? So thin. So thin enough, right. In you go. Now, carrion crawler. Can I get away with just painting you? Maybe? Bit of a mold line going on here, which I don't much care for. Anyway, this weekend I've got 2 Alien movies to watch as well in the Blu-ray. So I couldn't get them in 4K, and that's Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection, which is essentially Alien 4. Alien 3 is my favourite Alien movie, purely because it was the last movie I watched with my dad when he was alive, obviously. It's the last movie we watched together. I used to go over when he was ill. I used to take a video over with me. We used to sit and watch him, and he used to enjoy it. And it's, I don't know, it just, I have a fondness for it. I know it's not, most people, I mean, my other favourite Alien movie is Aliens, the second one with the Marines. Next, it's all action, isn't it? Pretty much. It's pretty good. But yeah, Alien 3. Or Alien. Yeah, Alien 3. It's on the planet, the prison planet with the Fury. Is it like Fury something? It was called. I can't remember. It was a very harsh planet. Anyway, very harsh. Yeah, I'll leave that as it is. Carrion crawler. Probably put that on a base because it's a bit smaller, isn't it? What am I going to call this episode then? I'll call it the House of Ashur episode. So I'm literally watching that at the moment, you know. So I'll just move it there. No, I think I'll leave it there. I think I prefer these off the base, to be honest. Yep. That's cool. How cool is that? Another thing I can do. I can put a wash on. I've got a wash to put on. Now. Yeah, I've got a game wash. Here, I've got some barriers. This is from Marvel Crisis Protocol as well. This is just primer, lead belcher primer. But they do need washing. Right. Okay, then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, of them to do. Sorry, I'm just trying to pick off super glue from my skin, and I appear to be picking off layers of skin with it. That's not good. Right. So I need a fairly thick brush. This one will do nicely. Game wash. Okay. For barriers. Yeah, terrain in Marvel Crisis Protocol can be thrown and interacted with, so I guess you can use them as weapons. Like I say, I haven't gone through the rules of it yet. There wouldn't be at any point because I wouldn't be able to remember them long enough by the time I got around to it. So alright, so that's the first barrier. But 54 minutes. Might not be that long by the time I've edited it. But I just want to get these done. And then I can say, oh, another section or another part of my Marvel Crisis Protocol journey is done. I've done some terrain. Well, I've done the barriers anyway. I've got loads. I've got cars. I've got like dumper trucks. I've got dumpsters to do, and buildings as well. You know, so. It's been a bit milder these last couple of days, I think, weather-wise here, which is, to me at least anyway, a good sign. I'm really hoping that, the tide is turning with regard to the weather. It's just so depressing. It's rained every day this year. That's the longest it's ever gone here. Like, not we've had dry days, but at some point during that day, it has rained. So it's not the best, Nearly there, folks. Yeah, it feels like I've not really spoken much. I think I've talked about House of Ashur more than anything. But very good series. So I have no regrets there. And if I call it the House of Ashur episode, I'll know where I am when I come to look back through my videos. I'll go, oh yeah, I remember that sort of point in my life when I first watched House of Ashur. The first episode is actually free on Amazon Prime, but you'll need to subscribe to MGM to watch the following the rest of the series. It's a sneaky thing they do, just to get you to sign up. But that's it. We watch things on Amazon. Sometimes we'll sign up for a month and then cancel it after the month. Most things we watch on Netflix, so we've always got a Netflix account. Yeah, I don't know if the game sets up scenarios, tells you where to place the scenery or how. It must be something that tells you how to place the scenery. I just wondered if they had anything set up specifically in a certain way. I don't know, like a scenario or something. Not sure. Don't know how it works. Anyway, that's that barrier done. And that, folks, is the end of my little adventure here. Wash the wash off my brush, and then better zoom out to me. So there we are. Got loads done. It was boring stuff, but that is essentially what these episodes are designed for. Designed to help me get through boring stuff. So there's nothing really creative going on. No paints, colours, just the black primer and the unboxing or unpackaging of certain models. And I'm glad I've done it, because it means it's going to force my hand now. I'm going to literally have to paint them now. And I've got other ones that I've done in the past, over the past month or so, that I've either reprimed. Some of them are in a right state with regard to mould lines and detritus and things. It's just terrible. But then these models are cheaper, and that's why. But anyway, that's done now, and now they're out of the box, it means I'm going to have to paint them. So thanks ever so much for watching. Do remember, all brushes to see you on another video, and bye for now. Bye bye.